mind free. Free your heart. Let it go free.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Troy Weeks Music. You're tuning in live right now. It's usually live only on audio and podcast, but now we're going to be doing Facebook Live because today we have a special guest. Mr. C-Page Sings freeing himself on today and Free Yourself Saturday with Troy Weeks Music and Coco Blue. So this is a very, very special, important episode. I'm sorry, you guys, that we're late. It took us a little long. Changed locations and trying to get the technical difficulties together. So now that we did that, we can kick things off right. So those of you tuning in, thank you guys for tuning in. And those of you that's been on hold, waiting and ready to go, we're here and we're getting ready to do this. So Free Yourself is the final step of the process. It's the release, the woosah, the moment where you cross over and transition from being the victor to the victim, from the victim to the victor, All the steps you did to get to this point should have been covered. You should now be ready for the rebirth of your new beginning. If this had you thinking and you're not quite ready to free yourself, that's fine. The moment when you are ready, we'll be right here. And that moment won't be taken lightly because the awakening depends on you. In this segment, we have people call in or people come and interview, as you can see, to publicly free themselves from what's been holding them down or back from being great and being the person that they need to be in their lives. Freeing yourself is the symbolizing of the letting go of that stronghold and having power over it and letting know it does not have the power over you via spoken word. So that's what Free Yourself is all about. We also have we also breaking out a little bit more so that people can understand, Free Yourself can be many of things. That was the basis of what Free Yourself is all about. But it's pretty much just this. If you have a dirty little secret you want to air anonymously on air, this is for you. You want to reveal your sexuality to your loved ones on air, then this is for you. Has someone hurt you and you just want your feelings to be heard, then this one's for you. Or do you just want to express yourself and what makes you feel free and you want to share that with everyone else, then this is for you. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Free Yourself Saturdays Live. I know we're a little bit late, but we do apologize for that. I have my boy C-Page Sings here with me. He's going to really be the first person that we're going to really free yourself in this moment, like this way. With he's
I'm number one.
He's number one. Yeah. Mostly, we had a couple topics and we talk about different things each and every week. But this week, it's a little bit different because the platform was created to free yourself. And C-Page being one of my close friends, I know some things that's going on, and I feel like a lot of other people can be inspired and motivated from his story and what he has going on. So I feel like it's important to utilize the platforms that we have. And so with that being said, this is a platform that God gave me vision to create for people to be able to free themselves. And I want to allow in any way possible for him to free himself, my friend C-Page Music, to free himself. So he's here.
What's up, everybody?
We good.
I'm live.
We
I'm
live.
Here.
We on Facebook Live as well. So I'm gonna be a little bit closer to you for the mic.
Enough.
We on.
Have to be there. You know
We on Facebook Live together. As
buy
well as on the podcast. So if you can tune in either way, but the podcast is important. We don't go live all the time. So it's important that you do get on the podcast and speak and talk because that's where we give you the platform to allow you, to see what's really going on. You got to be on the podcast itself to really see. This is like bonus extra feature kind of thing. So thank you guys for tuning in for those of you that's tuning in. So where do we begin, C-Page? First of all,
straight from the hospital bed, straight to the interview, straight or
look,
literally straight from the hospital bed.
Listen, let's start with that. I know you were in the hospital yesterday, and it's not the first time I've seen you in the hospital recently. So, what's going
on? Let's see. I need to slow down. I need to take a break. I need to rest. I need to not be so stressed. But other than that, life is great.
Other than that, life is great. So you notice that your body's saying, hey, take a pause for a second because, something ain't right. You're doing too much. So that's pretty much what you're saying. Like, my body's like, I need a break.
Yeah, and I'm pretty much saying, whatever, body. It finally said to me yesterday, I'm not going no further. And I am telling you.
She said, bye, Felicia, shut it down. And she shut it down.
She did.
Cool. Awesome. Okay, cool. Felicia shut it down. Cool. You know what? So let's, I know you have a lot of different aspects. I know you're doing web series, you have your music going, you're hosting shows now. Hold on. As well as hosting shows, as well as, wait, one more thing I wanted to say. Reality shows, hosting shows, music, and then a talk show. I saw you said something about that. So I feel like there's a lot of things we can talk about. But I want you to pretty much, we'll talk about that stuff first, and then we'll get into some of the things you may want to cover that people may not know, or just to set the record straight, that kind of shit. we'll say that for later. So right now we're focusing on, just tell them like what's going on with all that you're doing. Where did it start to where you are now, pretty much that kind of thing. And I'm going to be quiet.
I am pretty much, let's see, there's a lot. I have a web series that I'm working on. It starts, are we just getting ready to start re-releasing or doing some more commercial stuff for it in like another week or so. It's called The Answer, and it features a lot of different actors that I work with. I have a brand new EP that's coming out in a couple of weeks. 2 brand new singles. My first gospel single will drop on the 1st, which is Easter. So you guys get ready for that. And it's called Nobody Knows, which I've been performing for about like a year. I'm excited to release. And then the second song is called Tired of Love, which is based on my love life. I am tired of love, but I love love. I want love, and I mean, who doesn't want love? So I'm not really that tired of it. What else? Plus a couple more stuff. There's a whole lot more things coming. A whole lot more is coming.
Keep talking.
Technical difficulties. I swear, this is when you're live. This is what goes on. I understand what the Queen's Court goes through now. Listen,
technical difficulties is important because you want to make sure you get it right. Because it's not just Facebook Live for y'all that don't understand. This is actually a podcast that happens every week, and it goes to iTunes, it goes to iHeartRadio, it goes to a lot of platforms. So the sound is very important because you don't want people to be like, oh, I like what y'all saying. I couldn't really hear what y'all was saying, or I couldn't really get into it. So the sound is everything. So we're switching back and forth
between the two. It's definitely. Trust me, I know because I've done this before too. So I know how hard this can be, and the difficulty and the trying to navigate between not navigate, but get both audios to work and all that stuff. That could be a lot of work.
Yeah,
I feel for you. Congratulations.
Show business.
Great job though on what you're doing. So
thank you. I appreciate it.
I'm here to free myself. Let's see. What are we freeing today? So
first of all, wait. So you're finished with it? I know I walked away for 2 seconds. You gotta. This is all new. I'm trying to get things in order. So the music,
movies,
yes, music, movies, web series, and the talk show.
Oh, and the talk show. Oh yeah, As the Page Turns.
Come on.
I have my own talk show called As the Page Turns. It will be getting syndicated real soon to Brooklyn Access TV, and of course, it's a regular standing pop-up show on Facebook.
Okay.
My show is basically a pop-up show that happens mainly during the morning and typically at night. And we talk about an array of different things. But As the Page Turns is getting ready to become an actual talk show where we'll talk about daily topics, or at this very important time, bi-daily topics. Because it will air Monday and Wednesday with a regular segmented procedure. It'll be all laid out. There'll be topics and guests and stuff like that. You'll be coming on eventually. So as soon as we get it all figured out and laid out and everything is set, it'll be running. I say hopefully the show will be up and running by May.
What is that noise? I'm sorry, y'all. It's driving me crazy. I know it's not in here.
This is live.
And I might not have no control over it.
We're not in the studio. I'm on set.
I'm about to go out there and tell them to shut up. But I'm not going to do it, y'all. Y'all know how I get. I get in the zone and I want to focus.
Look, we know what happened outside.
Calm down. Yeah. Anyway, some things are going on.
Difficulties getting into their apartment.
Right. Some things are going on. I'm about my business. Okay. So now we can talk about the nitty-gritty stuff. So it's important that, in freeing yourself, that you understand that, there's some things that people may have over you that you might not, know that they have over you. And shout out to you, Courtney. First of all, Coco Blue runs the sound, and she runs the system. So you guys can't hear her. You Facebook Live, y'all don't even know she's there. She's the one typing down there in the bottom. So you see the typing down there, that's Courtney. As well as, excuse me.
She can't hear it. She said
so at the end of the day, you get Courtney's right there, but she's the one making it all happen. So shout out to Courtney. Thank you. If you guys want to listen to Courtney, she's going to be in a second. I'll try to keep her out as much because I use her a lot. But right there, that's how you tune into what we're doing live, so you can hear Courtney if she's speaking. Thank you for that, Courtney. We appreciate it. So at the end of the day, sometimes people have things over you. You may not know. And it's in a moment where you can finally realize those things and move forward. And so I want you to realize that freeing yourself is important, because forgiveness is not for the other people, it's for yourself. one, and understanding that, that so you can move and grow. So it's important that, you do what you need to do for you. And so that's why when I thought about freeing yourself in the platform, I was like, I got to get C-Page. I got to get you on, because I felt like it was important for you and what some of the things you've been through to express those things to people and let them know what's going on, and, be able to relate. Somebody can relate, I'm sure, and be able to, help them free themselves. You might be the one that opens that door. So.
And actually, I live a free life every day. You know this.
Blonde hair and all, we see.
Every day I get a chance to get up and do what I love to do without any restraints or without any holds on my life. And I was able to do that a while ago, before the situation that we're probably getting ready to move into, with being married and all that stuff. But let's see. I live what I call free falling life, meaning I've already taken the jump off of the bridge or the top of the building, and now I'm just falling to the ground. But instead of just falling straight flat to the ground, I'm pretty much coasting and enjoying the waves and the breeze and all that stuff. I get to be a feather, basically, and just float along and do what I want. So my days are never really planned out. Or what I do or what I'm going to do is never really planned out. I just get up and go with the flow.
So you're saying, like, before, compared to what your life was before to now. When you're saying now, what do you mean now? Like, what was it like before?
Structured. Before, I had to get up. Not saying it was a bad thing. I enjoyed being a housewife. I got up every day.
Oh, is that what I didn't even say? We're learning new things, y'all.
I was an everyday housewife, or a stay-at-home husband, if you would like to call it. But basically an everyday housewife. I would get up in the morning. I'll make sure my husband was ready for work, his clothes was ready. He would have a little something for breakfast. If I had to make breakfast, I would go back to sleep, and every day my morning would consist of that: a cup of coffee. I would watch The View.
Oh, you had a whole system down.
Yeah. By 12 o'clock, The View goes off at 12. So at 12 o'clock, my day started. And then I'll write some songs, do some recording, cooking meals, smoke a couple blunts, whatever the case may be.
Gotcha.
And he would get off work around 5 or 6, dinner, TV shows, getting ready for work the next day, and sleep.
And then
do it all over again.
I was getting ready to say.
Until you saw me say I'm getting ready to go to New York. And then it'd be like, once I got to New York, it'd be a completely different situation. It would be a whole other machine running. No structure. I would just get up, go to sleep whenever I went to sleep. Ate barely, hardly ever when I'm here.
So you were living like the YOLO life in New York.
Right.
So when you're home and you're being a house husband, you're structured, everything's order and structure. But when you leave, it everything changes. So what's the difference between, besides location? What's the difference between being home and then being in New York and having that structure? It's still the same person. You're still the same, doing the same things. But so what's the difference? Because it feels like when you're home, I live this way, and then when I'm not home, I live this way. Because I can be free, and that maybe is what caused the conflict for you.
Yeah. My husband doesn't and did not, and to this day still does not like public persona. So me living a public life or wanting to live in the spotlight, he's okay with me living my dream, but he wants to be out of that. He doesn't want to be touched by that. And unfortunately, when you're married to somebody that's in the spotlight, there's no way that you cannot be touched by the light. No matter how far in the shade or in the shadows you hide, you cannot miss the light. The light is right there, and it will eventually, if I move a little bit, it's going to shine on you. And so he hated that. However, he had a friend that somehow kind of like to live in the shadow a little bit, but like to hop in your light, but then jump back out. I love to say, my best analogy is, do not throw stones at my plastic house when you know your house is made of glass. And I said it because I tell all my business, so it's not a glass house. You can't break it. But when you have nothing but your business hid and it's all like, that's a glass house. We can see what you do, and you're just not trying to tell nobody what you're doing. See, in mine, I'm telling you what I'm doing. So I replace all the glass with plastic, so you can throw whatever you want. It's not gonna break. Now you can scratch it, you can like nick it, but you is not gonna mess it up. Now me on the other hand, I'm demolishing you, boo boo.
So are you saying? Because I heard a couple of things. I'm trying to, get to the bottom of this, because I just want to be clear and understand, because you are someone I care about, and it's important for you to, really talk about things. Sometimes you don't say them out loud, which don't really help you to understand. Like, it's not until you say them out loud, like, wait, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that sounded like that. I didn't realize that that's what it came off as. I didn't, so that's what I want you to understand. I'm always going to be real.
Okay.
And it's not that it wasn't that the case. I'm just saying, like, I want to be able to hear. So, house husband, New York. Everything's okay, even though the structure was a little bit weird. When you come to New York, you wouldn't do the things you normally would do. You were sleeping, you wouldn't eat, and you were sleeping all times. But when you went home, it didn't mess up your structure. You were still back on tune. Okay, well, hey, as long as it doesn't interrupt at home, I guess everything's fine. But you said things changed when a friend came in.
Things changed when a friend came.
Your friend or their friend?
Their friend. Now, me and him, we're probably going to have a little scuff about this later. I don't care. But me and him see eye differently. And I felt like this person came in and sat right in between us. And I had to start talking over him, and you had to talk over him. And we were doing all this back and forth, and I was over all that. Like,
so the person was a mediator?
No.
So
it was just like a little wall.
So wait, you said he sat between you and between him. Was he physically in the room?
No, it was not always. It was...
Because it sounds like a mediator. Like,
he was just in the way.
So what was his point if he wasn't a mediator? What was his point of being there?
Just to be in the way. Have you ever met a person that just wants somebody's attention and doesn't know how to get it, so they'll find a way to get attention?
So people that seek attention, they'll find any way they can, yeah?
Right. And this person was one of those people. I mean, ironically, I would be sick, and all of a sudden you have the same ailment. Bruh, you didn't move it with this ailment. You didn't have this ailment when you got here. You had never even heard of it. But all of a sudden, you got it. Let alone.
That happened more than once? That sounds like some BS then. If it's, I'm sick today and you're sick today and you're sick with a cold, like I'm sick with a cold and you had one yesterday or no symptoms, that's kind of crazy.
I would say, like, oh my God, I was complaining all the time my feet hurt. I have neuropathy. It's something I don't shy away from, but I say all the time, I got feet pain. So it would cause me like fall and trip and stuff a couple times because of the nerve shocks and stuff. And one day, I'm just in my, I hear somebody fall. Just like, what is that noise? I go and look at him, like, are you kidding me? Like, why are you on the floor? And he says, oh, well, my feet are hurting.
They never hurt before.
I'm just like, well, you know what? You know what I did? I stepped over him, got me something to drink, stepped back over him, and went to the room and called my husband. Look, your friend fell.
He was still on the floor?
He said, are you going to help him? What? No, I'm not.
So wait, you and the friend were in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You were wherever you were. He was where he's at. And you heard a boom, and he fell. And he said, "Now his feet hurt." You already complained about your feet because you have, like you.
Now, mind you, he's seen me fall. He's seen all these things happen to me a couple of times. Makes you, for a while, and so you know how this reacts. I know.
Oh, so it's like a learned language kind of thing,
right? So but my thing is, I can look at you and tell that, bro, you ain't no damn pain because I live with this. I know what it's like to be in pain, laying on the ground. You is not just laying there like you just fell out and passed out. You are laying there in pain. Like, he was laying there on his phone. Like, bro, if you can do that, then you can.
I mean, if your feet hurt, you can, sit yourself up, post yourself up, wrap. Your arms ain't broke, or
this is just.
What do you need help with?
I don't know.
Okay,
I didn't help. I didn't.
Let's move away from. I'm falling and I can't get up. It's fine. Sounds like, that's kind of crazy. An adult can't get up. If your feet hurting, that's one thing. You can use your arms.
I can get myself up.
And lift yourself to a chair.
I live with it. I can get myself up.
And this person's never fell out, never had feet issues before. Sounds like if you're older than 18, that sounds like a problem. Yeah.
I mean, again, it was a tug and war. Like, I really genuinely, when I first met the person, I liked the person, but one day they said something to me like, "I'm gonna make him something to eat because I know he's hungry."
Your husband something to eat? Is that what it was? Is that what that means?
Yes, as if.
So your husband's friend said, "I'm gonna make him something because I know he's hungry." When you always cook for your own husband and do everything. Oh wow!
Like, I know he's not hungry. I know he's not hungry, and no, I wasn't cooking. Today was not my day to cook. That was not my day to cook. Now, if you want to cook for the house, and say that I'm cooking for everybody.
No, don't say you're gonna cook for a man though.
I'm about to throw all that you cook out.
I mean, I can understand. I think it's a little bit disrespectful.
And it kept going from there.
And said, "Hey, do you want me to cook?" Because he might be like ass.
It kept going from there, and it culminated last year for me to a point where he's the only person on my. I don't hate a lot of people. This is one person, the only person in the world that has that word attached to their name, hate.
Well, hopefully, we can remove that. It's not good to hate anybody, but I get it. Things happen, one day, because that just makes you old. We don't get time for that. We need to be, what I'm saying? That means that's the energy you have to give to hate them. You don't need that. They don't even need the mind. They don't even.
Unfortunately, for my kind of hate, you're just dead, ignored. You're like. But
you don't think that no. I get that. But in the same room,
never see you. We could be in the same room.
You don't exist, right?
You don't exist.
That takes energy to be like to ignore that person. Takes energy.
But it takes energy to even to acknowledge them.
Right.
I'm not even going to do that.
But okay. But think about it this: it takes more bones to frown than just a smile. So the negative energy.
I'll smile at them.
Okay. Well, that's a start. The negative energy and the positive energy. Just a smile and a frown. So exactly my point.
I can do this.
Yeah, I mean, this is real life.
Don't ask me to say nothing, though.
Don't ask you to speak.
Don't ask me to speak.
It'll be high, not even a high.
Speak. The smile was the high.
Okay.
Don't ask me.
Well, we're gonna take a smile for now. So that's cool. Anybody saying anything? Yeah. It says sounds like you had a. Wait, I can't see this, y'all. I don't wear glasses, but I can't see. DJ Uptown says sounds like y'all had tension sinking living amongst y'all.
Yes,
DJ. That was definitely some tension. Thank you. I'm sorry, it's real little. It's an iPod Mini. I can't see. Yeah, definitely tension, obviously.
And to eradicate the tension because he was never going to leave, and he was there for 2 years.
Wait. First of all, what was your husband saying? I'm sorry, I didn't know this, right, DJ?
He kept saying, "Y'all need to be adults. Y'all need to be adults."
So I'm not getting in the middle.
Right. My thing was, you don't gotta get in the middle. We can fix this real simple. Tell your friend he got to go. Find your own place. And he was like, "Well, you have friends that stay there too. Not a problem. Y'all gotta go."
So, question to anybody else out there who's listening: when is it? When you're in a relationship, not only a relationship, you're married. When is it too far when it comes to other people in regards to living with you and being involved in a relationship? When is it too far? I feel like. For being a relationship-oriented person, I feel like from the shoe on the other foot, if my partner, man or woman, whoever they may be, because I'm pansexual, if y'all don't know that, y'all need to go a couple episodes back to see.
Okay, I remember that episode.
If you don't know now, you know. It's important to, I feel like, to be one with your partner. And so if my partner's, if someone's in my house living there with me and they're causing issues within my relationship, then there's a problem. You're gonna have to understand that this is causing problems with what we have, and if you don't want to change those things, that's fine. You can change them on the outside of the door.
Right.
Because I will not allow anyone or anything to come into my relationship and stop what we have, because we were the ones that made vows, not the friend.
Don't not want them to be friends. I don't care if y'all are friends. Be friends. Just be friends outside of my house. Because right now you living here. At this point in time, before it got to this place with me and him, it was like 4 people in my 1-bedroom apartment.
Mm.
And when I couldn't turn my head for peace, because there was somebody in every room, like I had to go in the bathroom, and then when the bathroom became a place, I couldn't go.
Yeah. When you need your own sanity, your own space.
Everybody gotta go.
Especially when you're in a relationship. I don't agree with having, unless it's another couple living with you. I don't agree with having single people live with a couple. I'm sorry. I just don't. My issue, like I tell my partner all the time, it's not you don't trust. I don't trust other people. At the end of the day, I'm with you, so I have to give you that trust. But I don't trust other people, and I don't have to. I know how people are. I know how vindictive people are. I know people have motives. And at the end of the day, cross the right button, baby. And you got the right one.
Yes, and literally I've been crossed. But, I mean, what happened was he did something on Facebook Live.
Other person.
Yeah, a whole video about me with somebody else. And my husband did kick him out, but then he ultimately brought him back, which kind of like was the straw that broke the camel back for me. I asked for a whole bunch of stuff that I really kind of regret, but at the time, and still kind of sort of, I don't, because I feel like your loyalty should lie with me. I'm your husband. And if your best friend is on a live feed bashing me, there's no give back. There's no I forgive. I can forgive
There should be no.
He got an apology. He
hasn't apologized for that?
He hasn't apologized to me.
Your husband hasn't literally apologized for allowing.
He's apologized to me for that, so I can forgive him.
But the other guy hasn't apologized.
But my thing is, you want to be friends with somebody that never wants to apologize to me, and then you let them back in my house where we live together, and they never once apologized to me.
It's not okay.
And I'm the one that was in the video.
That's not okay.
I'm the one that you drug in the dirt and lied about. Mind you, all you did was tell everybody what I already told everybody. You just threw mud on my plastic windows that I just took, the water hose and washed right off and kept on moving.
We actually have we have some comments in the chat. I didn't want to.
Yes, comments. And I wanted to ask you.
Yeah.
From not those. There's more. We don't see them there.
Oh, we don't see.
Yeah.
We don't.
Only I.
There's comments on the actual board. Only she sees it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So Daquan Carter.
My cousin. Shout out to Daquan always. Right. Come on.
He said. The first thing he said was that glass house plastic house analogy was a clever line, and then he also said. Hold up. I feel that when you're married. Sorry, I had to make sure there wasn't a loud noise in my area. He said, I feel that when you are married, you cannot have another adult living outside your marriage. With people overstay their welcome, step on toes, invade personal space, and get in your business, which I totally agree. So basically he's saying people should not live with you that's outside your marriage because they pretty much cause trouble.
Right. Shout out to you. Go ahead. But 1 second, Corey. If you're tuning in live, it looks like 0 people. I don't know, but if you may be tuning in live right now to this video, and if you're tuning in live, there's things you won't hear because why? You got to be right here on this podcast, here down there. So I just want to shout that out. Sorry, go ahead, Corey.
Yes. No, that's very important. Tell them to get their asses over here on Spreaker.
Get your ass on Spreaker.
Full conversation. Exactly.
So he'll full right, huh? You can say whatever you want. It's Savage Media Radio. It's explicit. You can curse. You can say. I just didn't want to talk about weed because I didn't want to talk about the weed.
No, that's not on here.
Right, but I just, you can say whatever you want. You can curse. You can get I just didn't want to name people's names because I didn't want people like that kind of thing getting involved, because we don't want to.
Well, I'm not.
You're freeing yourself. You can say whatever you want. Right.
We're not putting names out because I do not want to give nobody free publicity.
Absolutely not.
You're not floating on my coattail.
Right. Wait, we got another question. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Oh yeah, we got one more chat, and then I'll get out of your way.
Nope.
Daquan Carter also says people will try to point out your flaws to your loved one and make it more complicated when you and your loved one have arguments. They will add fuel to the fire. That is so true. So
oh my God.
It's always a toxic situation when you bring someone to live with you when you're in a marriage relationship or a close relationship. So I totally agree, but I just wanted to throw that out there before you guys get too deep and I forget about it. So I'm gonna say bye bye.
Shout out to you, Coco.
I'm on my game. I'm checking for the comments.
Coco,
I'm here.
We're here. If you're looking at Facebook Live, my eyes are to your eyes because I'm in the back of my mind. I'm like, okay, I wonder if people are saying things. Because people are saying things here, but not really. I know we mostly get people to talk in the chat room. So, but that's cool. That's all right, Coco. You can chime in if you want. I know you got some stuff you're writing down because, I know how you do. You come back with so I'm not going to say nothing. And we got somebody tuning in live. Shout out to the person tuning in live on Facebook. Please go right here to Spreaker.com and listen to what we listen. This is a podcast. That's why we have on headphones. In order to hear everything that's going on right away. In order to hear everything that's going on, you got to tune to the podcast. Spreaker.com. Click that link right there.
All right, guys. I'm out of your way. But thank you.
You got
Bye.
it. Cool. You got it, Coco. No problem. So if you're just tuning in, we're talking about C-Page sings about, you know, his real life. Like, he's freeing himself from a situation that, you know, is unfortunate. And, you know, I'm hoping and praying that things work out and, you know, they can work things out because things happen.
He's out. He's out.
Out completely? What do you mean?
Gone. He's out.
Not coming back?
Not coming back.
It's done.
He may be coming back as a friend, but he's not living in the residence anymore. Mind you, no one is.
Oh, that guy. Wait, okay, cool. Wait, we're talking about
no one's living in the residence no more.
Okay, so no one's there, and the friend is not there, and your husband's not there either. Is this still your husband?
He's still my husband.
Okay, good. Just want to make sure. Still your husband. Y'all just separated right now, in a sense.
It's complicated. Basically, I'm not moving back. I'm not moving back to DC.
Uh-oh.
He's not moving to New York. I don't know if we'll ever live in the same place again. But right now, I have too many career opportunities going on, and he's doing some amazing things with his career. And when you have two people that are doing both great in their careers, sometimes work can draw you to do two different places. It has kind of not driven us, but kind of made us grow apart a little bit. But we haven't grown so far apart that we are no longer in love. We're still connected. We still talk. I just talked to him before we started the interview so he could tune in and get an earful because he knows me. I'm very much blunt and open about my life.
I see Paige.
So
the blonde hair don't tell you. I don't know what else does. If y'all have never seen him, he has blonde hair. Okay, it's nice short, cute cut with a part and all. He's very artistic. You got to see him. Never seen him perform.
Nothing is off limits.
Yeah, he's definitely free. He's definitely a free man. But you know, situations are what hold us back in prison.
But life has made me like this. Growing up in the South with a strict religious home growing, background. My grandmother and them was always one of the things I hate the most about black families is what happens in this house
stays in this house.
And
it's like Vegas, baby.
It will drive you to go crazy. Wait, you know what some of the secrets are going on in the house? It could drive you crazy.
Yeah, that's gonna say that. And
when I got of a certain age, I was like, no, I ain't doing it no more.
I'm not holding on to the secrets.
No more secrets. And it might have been also when after I got diagnosed and people found out about my diagnosis being positive and stuff. And my family was just kind of not like going, it was like, oh my God, everybody's going to know all this stuff. It was kind of like, well, it's too late now. People know we're going to deal with it. And I just kind of like came from behind the curtain and just kind of just stayed in front of it.
So was the moment when you... Because I didn't even know that you were positive. So that's good, And I'm sure there's tons of people that can relate.
18 years.
Tons of people that... Look at God. I'm going to do a shout right now. I'm serious, because, people think that, I'm going to die. Like, so many different things.
Yeah.
But
it can feel like that a lot of times. I'm considered a long-term survivor. I've been since 17.
Oh, wow. So, you a little boy?
I was a little boy, yeah.
What can you say to those 17-year-old little boys right now who are,
It's not the end of the world, especially at this day and age. When I first got diagnosed, it was only like 6 pills. Now there's
6 pills 30, a day?
No, there's only 6 pills you could take.
Oh.
Now there's like 32 to 40, so lifespan is way more advanced. When I was diagnosed, I had 2 years to live. I'm here 16 years later now, or 18 years later. Just keep going. I wouldn't even be worried about it. Nowadays, I don't think no one even talks about HIV as much as they used to back in the day.
Mm-mm.
We talk about other stuff now, like syphilis and all the stuff that you can get rid of, but it comes with it. So you don't want to catch syphilis because then you can catch this. Prime example, that's how I found out.
Got you. It's very important if y'all listening, if y'all tuning on Facebook, that
You did. Oh, and I was raped. I want to make sure I put that out there. I was not being promiscuous at 17, having sex with anybody. I was raped on my very first sexual encounter by someone that I was dating, and that's how I contracted it.
Oh my gosh, so sorry to hear that.
And you can find out more about this online if you Google C-Page. There's a whole documentary. It tells you a whole life story that was featured for the. I represent the United States for the International AIDS Conference, and my documentary was put together by Elton John, and I'm a member of his little AIDS foundation.
Do you hear this? All these things I did not even know. Come on, okay, you learned a lot when you were interviewed.
Well, because a lot of people correlate my life with that part. They don't even realize that I am a singer or a model or anything else at the time. They pretty much always realize that I'm that person. That's the reason why I moved away from black hair to blonde hair, because you don't recognize that I'm that person anymore. You don't even correlate that with that person. So even my name has changed from that name to this now name, which is Christian Page. So you don't correlate the two. It's the same person, same story, same life, but you don't recognize that unless you actually know me or know me from all those years. So,
got it.
My name is sacred to me now
because it means something.
It does. My mother gave me this name. God rest her soul. Her name was Whitney Page. She was a drag icon and legend. Who, when I didn't know anything or didn't know what I wanted to do, I had just been fired from a job, arrested for the very first time. I had no work coming in. It was like 2002. I met my mother. I'm going to go to a drag show. I saw her perform. I fell in love just almost immediately when she came out on stage. I became a huge fan, and within a year, she made me her son.
Wow. And honor of, what was her name again, you said?
Whitney Page.
Wow, and I love you, Whitney Page. Shout out, put your cup up. You need to take a sip now one time. Shout out to your drag mom and for that inspiration.
And my biological mother too. She they both are going on to the world, but they were both friends. They were like this. Mind you, when they met, ironically, real quick funny story. My biological mother, I took her out with me to the gay club for the first time, and I wanted her to meet my mom. And so she was like, who is this woman you call mama and all this stuff? Whatever. She was mad about it. She's like, I'm not giving her no money. I don't care. She's probably ain't going to be all that beautiful, all that stuff. She was giving me all these shady things. I'm like, Mom, please be nice. Please be nice. So we get there. I bring my stepdad with me. They're two straight people. My mother is steady telling all the women, all the men, I'm straight. I'm with my son. He's gay. I'm straight. I'm a real woman.
Oh, wow. She was mad.
She was really hated. Really hated. And then my gay mother comes out on stage to perform. And she is the first person to tip. The first person.
I ain't giving no money.
I'm not giving no money. She just kept saying, when she came back, I said, well, Mom, you tipped. You do realize. She was like, that dress is so beautiful. I'm just like, are you kidding me? When she finished, before I take her back, she's like, I told she's like, oh my God, you're so beautiful. I feel so bad for all the stuff I said. She said, your dress, that dress is so beautiful. My mother made sure that dress was fitted for her to wear to something later on, a couple years later. My mother sent her that dress. They became like this. They used to talk on the phone like this. Go off. I could never call one and think that I can get over on one. They've already had that conversation. That's not even happening.
Got him. Won't get over on us.
Won't get over us.
Yeah, teamwork. Okay, cool. Wow. So first of all, thank you for really opening up and freeing yourself, because I feel like you have it takes a big man to really open up about things you don't speak about publicly all the time, or something that may have been open publicly but closed for a little while. Like you said, I changed my hair, I did all this, changed my name. I didn't know all that.
I wanted people to realize I could sing. Everybody thought I was just a pretty face or a host or, a pretty face basically. And I'm so much more than that. When I open my mouth, there's something else that comes out. And I love what I do as when it's that time to get on stage, I hate that a lot of people, I probably am the reason for a lot of people not knowing that. But I hate that I didn't let people know that early on and waited until I got so old to let people know that I did this. If we're not going to my age.
Oh, okay.
I'm 28.
Oh, that's so old.
By industry standards, I'm 28.
So that's what we're going with.
28. Stay there.
28. Listen, that's none of my business. I'm not the DMV. I'm not, the IRS. So 28 is what it is. You did say something about there were some things that you said. I regret some of the things I may have said or done, and in those things that I don't know what those were. Do you feel like you've had a conversation about those things, and that you've, we can't take things back once it's said or done, it's done. And, when we regret things like
I don't regret anything I've ever said. I don't regret anything I've ever done. I've done a lot. I've said a lot. But I think is though once I've said it, I said it, so I must have meant it. Therefore, I'm not going to apologize about it, and I'm not taking it back.
But you did say something. What was it that you said you regret, though? What was it that you regret?
I regret my career moves. Like, I didn't, for a long time, I never believed in my voice. I used to be like, nobody wants to hear me sing unless I'm outside of church, and that's probably because of people in church. I regret not embracing my looks too early on. Like, I had a lot of people tell me I was ugly growing up, and I embraced that.
That you were ugly.
That I was ugly. That I needed work done. That I needed to change a lot about myself. And as I got older, and I probably still realize this, all these men and women that throw themselves at myself all the time, I still don't see what they see. Even when it comes to like a modeling gig or anything, I do not see what they see. I still want to get my nose done. I still want to have my jawline chiseled a little more. There's so much I want to get done.
There's people that are paid to have what you have, and yet you're trying to change it.
There are a lot of people that will. There are a couple of models that are professional that I will not name that would love to look like me or want my look, and I want theirs, and they're like, you're crazy. Really?
Sounds like a lot of people on these streets. Guess what? It don't cost no money to be you. It's free.
But also, some people have to be comfortable within themselves. I have finally, thank God for Afropunk, embraced myself.
Wait, Afropunk made you embrace yourself? Why do you say that?
Afropunk changed my life. I went to a place where there's a bunch of people like me. I can be as crazy. Mind you, New York changed my life. I can be as crazy as I want to be. I can be as creative as I want to be. I can wear whatever I want when I walk out the door. And 9 times out of 10, nobody pays me any attention until I get down to like Times Square or like I'll go hit the train. And once you get past 125, you start going further up or further down.
Right.
People really start to tune in. It's amazing. On days that I really get up and get dressed and I feel good about myself and I want to draw attention, it's crazy. More white people than black people.
Right. I've had the same thing because of my hair, and the white people love my hair. Especially these buns and when I do
white people love to stop me with this little blonde tress, honey. They would be like, "Oh, look, what do you do for a living? You're just so..." Mind you, one of the traits that I hate that people say a lot about me is that you walk in a room, you take attention or you grab attention.
Right, but you can't. Nothing you could do. That's a natural.
I hate it.
But
I hate it.
It's nothing you can do. Are you not an artist?
I am, but have you ever just wanted to go somewhere
and not be seen, not be
someone else to someone's event, and you just want to go to their event and not be a scene stealer?
It's not gonna happen when you're over 6 feet with blonde hair and natural brown, light skin. It's not gonna happen. So get over it. When you walk into a room, people are gonna always say, "Who's that guy?" Because Just gonna do it.
And I've heard that a lot. I hear it all the time, and a lot of people say you're such a humbling person because you'll find a way to try to like dim your light,
right,
for somebody else's light to shine. That is true with me because clearly I just don't want to steal nobody's spotlight. Like I hate for somebody to be like, "Here, take the mic." Oh my God, it's like giving Pam DeVille or Fantasia the microphone because it's like, take your mic back.
Well, listen. They trusted in you enough to give it to you. So if I tell you to take the microphone, you know what I'm telling you to go in, because that's what we do.
I just hate somebody say take the mic or there'll be a mic toss. I'm the one that try to hide to the back. I am like literally. I don't want to be that person.
That's okay.
But I do.
I'm gonna do
what I do.
Right. I mean, but listen. Some of us have gifts, talents, and purposes, destinies in life that are tied to the gifts that we have. You just happen to be one of those people. You cannot change the destiny that you have. You're a public figure, and it is what it is. And that's part of your whole destiny in life from being actually positive to who you are now.
It's crazy, though, because, I wake up every day, and I have kids and parents that email me today. One of the messages I got, and I'm going to meet this young man next week.
Hey, guys.
Courtney's back. Hold on one second. Yes,
Real quick. We're giving the people on Facebook a little too much. I think we need to make sure they get over here to Spreaker.
Got it.
Listen to the whole conversation.
All right, guys. So the Facebook Live is getting ready to end. We're going to continue what we're doing now. The Juicy says we got like one more juicy topic before we finally wrap up. And if you want to know what that's all about, you got to go to Spreaker.com. This is it right here. So we're going to be tuning out of Facebook right now. Thank you to C-Page.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Y'all want to hear the rest? You
got to go to Spreaker.com. And guess what? After we end, and it's all fixed up, it's accessed at any time. So if you're looking at this Facebook and it's 2:00 in the morning, guess what? Go to that link right there, and you'll get the whole full interview right there. But with that being said, we got to go. Until next time, peace. If I can close it, there we go. But, all right, guys, we're still here. We just had to, Facebook Live, let it be done. But go ahead, I'm listening.
This morning I woke up. This young lady told me that I got an email, and she said that her nephew tried to commit suicide 2 days ago, and she let him watch one of my videos, and it inspired him so much that he didn't do it.
OMG, thank God.
And he is now like a super fan. This little boy emails me every morning.
So you're saying literally this young man was going to kill himself, and his aunt said, look, check out this man's video. Was it a documentary or was it a music video?
Just check out myself on Facebook.
And he checked it out. And decided not to do it.
So one of my videos where I was getting ready to jump off a building. I don't know if you guys know this. As the page turns, so I have a video a couple of months back where I was getting ready to jump off a building during the snow, and I didn't. And I didn't because someone else commented, please don't. You changed my life and all this stuff. You're saving me. And I did it, and I didn't, and now I'm glad I didn't. And today, I get another message saying that somebody else is going to do it, and they watch my videos, and they didn't do it. I have a lot of people that do that, though.
Wow.
A lot of people. So
that's what is that? So that to me, that tells a lot about you as a person. Now, if you don't see it, I hope you see it now, saying it out loud. Because you're getting emails from people. And
I do a lot. Every day, I want to give up. But some days, I don't.
So you're saying you're still battling with it?
I do. It's a daily battle because I deal with depression. And depression comes and goes. My depression comes and goes. The anxiety can be much. I can be having a great day today. Tomorrow, I could wake up and it could just be, I just don't feel good today. And it's a hard struggle. Depression is it just comes and goes. But the difference with me is I just continue to go.
And that's how you keep moving. So how do you have to take medication for that, or it's just the willpower to say I can do it?
I don't take no medication. I'm not medicated. I used to take medication, but I don't no more.
Got it. So you don't need medication to do what you need to do. I mean, that's good. And so for someone out there that's listening who says, who's dealing with suicide like these young people are, what is it that you can say to them in that moment where they're saying, I just said I'm gonna do it? Like, what is it that you can tell them?
Think before you do it, because I've done it 7 times and yet have to cross over. And I wish I wouldn't have done it those 7 times, honestly. Just don't do it. At the end of the day, life is not over.
Life is not over.
Life is not over.
Actually, in that moment, I feel like life begins.
You can see life. Right before you get ready to take your life, and I'm one of those people, right before you get ready to take your life, it will, what's the word I'm looking for? It will flash. It will flash. You will see all the things that you have done, and then you could see the thing that you may not get a chance to do. And then it will make you have to say, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Every time I've decided I was going to take a step or jump off a bridge, or I have literally driven my car off a bridge, or hang myself or jump out of a building, it does not go where I need it to.
Got you. Okay, cool. Well, I want to make sure. So that's very important. If you're listening, that is for you. Suicide is not okay.
No, it's not.
And understand that there's always somebody there for you that can listen. So just know that.
Please get help.
Please get help. There's help everywhere.
Please get help. One of the things that are the people I parallel my life to a lot is Phyllis Hyman. I love her to death. And I know what a struggle it was for her to deal with her depression and being a star. Same with Robin Williams. But I've learned from their mistakes on how to move on. So
cool. Right. So before we, get on to the last thing, I want to make sure if anybody's in the chat room, Coco, you there, Coco? Let us know if anybody's in the chat room. They have any questions. Also, if you have anything you want to say, because I know sometimes you like to chime in and you want to say things, and it's more important. You know how we do teamwork. I want to make sure. Hey.
As far as the comments, we're all set. But as far as me, I think you guys pretty much stole the show, as you should, because Troy, it is your show. So I want to kind of lean back in the background, but other than that, you guys did great, and I learned a lot. So thank you also for having a voice for people who may be struggling with suicide, thoughts of suicide, things like that. But other than that, I'm gonna stay pretty quiet.
Awesome, cool. No worries. I just got to check in and make sure. No worries. Got you. And so with that being said, I want to talk about, I know that, in this journey of success, there are a lot of people who are haters or, might not support. And so with the haters and the people that don't support, it's important to know that, they don't have power over you, that you have the power. So in that,
right,
is there some things you want to talk about in regards to that, to the haters, or to people who may have tried to stop you in your path from doing what you're doing? Is there anything you want to say to them?
What's up, haters? I call my haters exes, and all of my fans are called extras. My name is spelled with an X, if you didn't know, but for professional reasons, and so people will stop asking me questions. We spell it, on paper by Christian with the C, but it's really spelled XTIN. So extras and X's, they're just X. See them at all. I don't. I do, however, thank you for the encouragement and the daily fuel that you throw on my fire. It's just another log that I'm burning. Mm-hmm. And once you're burnt up, you're ashes. And you're just blown away in the wind. And I move on to the next X is the next log.
Is the next?
The next log. So you just move right along. There's so many haters. I have a lot of them. They shut my Facebook page down. As soon as it get open, which I will be open back up in like 3 days. As soon as it comes back up, I'm pretty sure it won't be open for like a week.
Gotcha.
And then they'll be shut back down again because somebody will, find another reason to hate.
So your Facebook got shut down because of haters?
Yeah. Somebody was mad that Facebook has invested some money into my show. And then one of my good friends who has her own show on Facebook, who has some drama with her own co-host. Everybody know who that is. She shouted me out, and it got a little more recognition. And then somebody was mad. Mainly the person that lived at my house. But, you know.
Okay, we're listening.
You know, we just going to say that little ball of fire has another little balls of fire that follow them. And when you have a bunch of balls of fire, and you're like one little red oak standing off in the wilderness by yourself, they're trying to burn you at the root so you'll fall.
Right.
But I am an oak tree.
So you can't burn me.
You can't burn me.
These roots is deep.
Hey, you're wasting your time. You're basically using all your energy to burn something that's never going to fall.
So
there's a lot of you set a wildfire, and that fire is burning, but the trees are still standing. When you have looked at California wildfires, and there's some trees that are still standing.
Right.
All the fire has been demolished. The whole thing around them, it tore down the entire houses and stuff. But there's some trees that are still standing. I'm one of them trees.
Right. Dang, that was deep. That was a great way to end that. Wow, you got a lot of analogies tonight. I love it. I love it. Yes. Wow. So what is your finally as we end this, and as you know, for those of you who didn't know, we earned a lot. Go in the other room, please. We learned a lot about you.
Right.
We learned a lot about you. So in closing, can you give people, just something to leave them with until next time?
Yeah. This is The Cracks in My Rainbow, which is my next EP is getting ready to drop. And all of these stories and all these life treasures and life things that have happened over this past year, I chronicalized and put it into an album, an audio visual called The Cracks in My Rainbow. Since I'm being gay and this is the rainbow, this all will culminate this year on my birthday, July the 16th. When my album is dropped, you will be able to understand a whole lot more. And then right after that, I'm releasing another EP called...
we got EP after EP?
EP after EP, because all I do is write. But I have another one called The Book of Names. And The Book of Names will basically be a name. So, for instance, Troy will be the title of the song, but that song will be based off of my experience with Troy or what happened between me and Troy. And that will be the name of the song, Troy. So that'll be called The Book of Names. But first, get ready for Cracks in My Rainbow. There'll be brand new singles coming out. April 1st is the first single called Nobody Knows. On Easter Sunday, I'm debating whether or not it's going to be free or not, but there will be a music video to follow it that very same day. So there's something to look forward to. April 1st, 2018, brand new song, gospel at that. Let's push it.
And what's the name of the song again?
Nobody Knows.
Nobody Knows. So make sure Savage Media Radio, we're gonna stay on that. Make sure we're sharing on our Savage Media page. Once we get the info, and we'll also share some. I'm gonna share your documentary, please.
Please, I will send you. I'll make sure I get it over to you. There's a whole lot. There's a couple of documentaries and stories and all kinds of things.
Yes, so I'm gonna get that information, and we'll make sure it's shared on the Savage Media Radio page. That way, that you guys can keep in tune with T-Page. Before I close out, I just want to say, first of all, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
For being free and allowing yourself to just be in the platform and do the damn thing. And thank you for being the first person to really call and really let you come in and help and free yourself. It's just like,
thank you. I'm hoping others will feel the call to want to do it as well. It's nothing like being free and being your true 100% self.
I know what that's about. Come on, being free. Yes, free. I feel you.
About being free.
We're almost done. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for tuning in. You gotta be honest to yourself first. It's important that you really, really understand who you are, because it's easy to get caught up in social media and caught up in everything else that's going on and lose yourself. And losing yourself can take time. There's no exact time limit on how long it'll take to bounce back from that. So you don't want to get yourself caught up in a situation or caught up in anything that will cause you to lose yourself. It's important that you really understand that. And so with that being said, Free Yourself was created so that you, no matter who you are, can free yourself. I freed myself. Christian's freeing himself today.
Mm-hmm.
It's for any one of you. Anybody listening at any given point, you want to free yourself, send us an email, savageonair@gmail.com. Send me an email, troweeksmusic01@gmail.com. Let us know what's up. At the end of the day, it's important that, you know that there's a platform out here and we're here for you. So until next week, guys, as we always do, we stay savage.
Stay savage.
Whoop, whoop.
Peace.
Free yourself, free your mind, free your heart, let it go free. I said free yourself, free your mind, free your heart, let it go free. Free yourself.
See if Courtney's still here.